Alrighty guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we're just on the weekend. It's April 23rd today. First off, thanks for everyone for subscribing. Getting a lot of good feedback on the channel, so if you want a lot of content with Polarity, just subscribe, like the video, and comment. But we're on market replay today, just practicing because again we're on the weekend. So we are on March 24th, just random day back in March. That's the best way to do it, really. To practice, just choose a random day from previous weeks and see how it plays out. So taking a look at the morning, we haven't started it yet, but just this is an opening candle. And let's see what we can mark out. So we have absorption here. We have potential absorption here. And also looks like some good absorption around this area as well. So that's, I think, what we're going to mark out for now. We're right around the top of this reverse RSI line. And I think we're going to be starting it out in trend mode for today. Good trend up pre-market, you can see. Good correlation between price and delta. Volume profile quite low up in this range, which makes me think probably going to go down for a little bit. So that's what we're going to be working with this morning. So started out in trend mode. There is this automatically marked absorption area or triple stacked buy right here. But yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. Right now we're gonna start in trend. Obviously things can change. This right here, price did not correlate with delta, right? So sign of regression could be kicking in, but again, we're just going to keep it in trend mode for now. And we did just reject that absorption.
Order filled.
That's our first fill of the day. Hopefully we don't bounce off this reverse RSI line. And it seems like we're moving pretty fast so far. Price is moving pretty fast. So it could be a volatile morning here. Seems kind of like it's chopping, but everything in playback is good, so we're just going to leave it. Also, if you take a look at the volume, the point of controls here, these point of controls are pretty equal, which could indicate regression as well, or just a range forming. Okay. We do have more absorption here. I'm just going to mark it out because, you know, we're in a trade, so hopefully it rejects off this if it comes back up. Looks like this is about to hit.
Filled.
That's our first target filled. So that is up 750 on the morning so far. Yeah, it seems like we're kind of chopping. You can see the delta here. Negative 300 delta on this candle. This candle negative 4 and it went down. So what does that necessarily mean? There's more buyers coming in, right? But price still moving down, which means the buyers are either not very strong or the sellers are just stronger, right? So that's what that kind of means with the delta. Also up here, volume was heavier around this area when we rejected, and now we're kind of coming out of this range. Doesn't seem like this absorption level is doing much, so we're going to delete that. But we're right now right in between the reverse RSIs and two big absorption levels, right? Or two pretty key absorption levels. But I think it wouldn't make sense right now to switch it into regression. I think it's too big of a range. Delta, again, not super correlated with price, especially on this candle. But if you take a look pre-market, definitely trending here. Price is a good correlation here. Still pretty correlated besides this candle. But we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. We're gonna mark out this absorption. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking fast. this morning seems to be moving quite fast. But we're definitely trending down for now. Obviously, can't predict the market. We're up one trade on the morning. We're just gonna let it play out for a minute and see what happens.
Order filled.
I guess we just got entered into a long trade here. So again, what does this exactly mean? I'm kind of confident in this trade actually, because more buyers coming in on this candle.
Target filled.
And wow, very quick trades there. Very, very quick. It's a very volatile morning. It's moving very quickly, which we like to see. So now we're up 1,500.
Order filled.
That is our third trade. Nice short trade. We're rejecting off this absorption right now, but buyers coming in, so could be a stop out for sure. We need to see this turn around right now at this absorption line. Yeah, it's just very volatile, very volatile. So sometimes it's hard to trade in this volatility.
Stop filled.
All right, so that trade did not work out. We're still up net one trade on the day. That's perfectly fine. So what can we notice here? Okay, well, let's look at what can we notice. Doesn't look like this absorption's doing much right now. So we're just gonna kind of clean that off of our chart. Okay, gotta have a clean chart. Clean chart, clean mind, right? But price is definitely looks like it might be recorrelating itself with delta, which is a good sign. Especially these last few candles, definitely recorrelating. We're right around this reverse RSI line. So obviously, sometimes it's smart to play regression around these lines. But trend is working so far for us. And yeah, price is correlated. It's moving fast. Makes me think if we do get a move, it's going to happen quick, right? And when a move happens quick, it usually shoots in one direction, right? So trend is going to be probably what we're going to be staying in most of this morning, unless we start seeing high entropy area form, okay? So, yeah. So up one, net one trade here. I think the goal for most days is net up 3 trades.
Order filled.
So that's our third fill of the morning here. Is a long trade actually. This candle closed with positive delta. Again, we're not sure how this is going to work out. So delta's kind of all over the place, right? Delta and price kind of all over the place this morning. Price is moving so fast that it's actually lagging behind here. So we also have a new absorption here. So these absorption areas that I'm marking are just when there's a 0 at the top of one of these range bars or candles. Like for instance, technically this is an absorption, but usually it's going to be on the wick, right? So again, this is not looking in our favor right now, which is perfectly fine. If we get stopped out, we're just going to have to keep playing it by ear here. So there's some good buying coming in, 350% more than the previous candle. That's what these bottom percentages mean. So 350% more buyers on this candle than the previous. But that doesn't necessarily mean too much because the delta is still pretty small. 240 delta, positive delta is not crazy big. It's nothing to go crazy about. So we will just be leaving that for now. Looks like some more absorption formed at the top of this candle, okay, which is not ideal for our long trade, obviously. We have absorption down here. Obviously, price is very, up and down this morning, but there's also a really good range to it, and I think there's just enough correlation to where we stay in trend mode. Looks like we might be starting to move towards a more high entropy, which is fine, we can't predict the market. So, but usually it's, regression is going to be more when you have a up, down, up, down, up, type of candle. So that's our second stop. So we won 2, we lost 2. That's perfectly fine, right? That's part of the game. I'm not going to edit that out of the video. Because you guys need to understand trading comes with risks, right? We were up 2 trades, now we're break even, right? But we're not down. That's the most important part. We're not down on the day. But yeah, regression is going to be more of an up, down kind of motion. And right now we're still having 3 up, 3 down. Good downtrend here, good uptrend here. And yeah, I mean, there's just enough to keep it in trend mode, really. For it to be in regression, maybe it'd be up in this range when we have this absorption, we have this automatically absorption line, this reverse RSI line, this absorption, this absorption. If it breaks into this channel and starts to range, then absorption or regression may be the best play, right? But again, we can't predict, so yeah. We do like to see this on this candle though for trend mode. So high point of control on this candle, high point of control on this candle. Some heavier volume towards the top end up here around this area. There's also definitely a absorption here. You can see. Looks like we're starting to break down a bit, which is, look at this, negative 38,000%. So there's 38,000% more sellers.
Order filled.
There's our short fill. Triple stacked sell imbalance. Put us into a short trade there. Looks like the Ninja Trader is just kind of laggy because it's so fast in this market replay. But yeah, it is at an absorption area here. You can see it did kind of bounce a little bit. It did touch our take profit to the penny and did not take us out of that trade, which is quite a shame, actually. It's been doing that a lot lately because it's so volatile. It just ticks us and then runs really close to the stop loss. Doesn't necessarily hit it all the time. Obviously, we can't control that, right? But yeah. So hopefully we get a little move down here. The volume pretty heavy on this way down, I would say. Especially like bottom of these candles. It's good to see it on the bottom as well, because that means volume could be pushing it down. Could be helping push the candles down.
Target filled.
So there's our fourth fill. So we're up 3 trades, down 2. So net up 1 trade on the morning. Which is perfectly fine. So I guess hopefully, we'll see what happens here. We're gonna keep it in trend mode right now, as price and delta is pretty correlated right now. I'm gonna delete this absorption. We'll mark out this absorption. So you can see we have a big range right now. It's about 13 points or so. Yeah, trend is definitely the move this morning so far, and we're gonna keep it in trend until we see more of an up down up motion of a few candles, or again if we're near this range where there's just a lot of absorption up here, right? This could be a area where we start to chop. So we'll have to wait and see. So it looks like on this day there's actually news that came out at 8:45 my time, 9:45 Eastern, because as you can see, all of these imbalances, right? Luckily, we're not entered into a trade right now, but it's definitely news. That's why you can see all these zeros here. That doesn't necessarily mean absorption. It's just prices moving so fast from institutions that, market moves so fast, orders skip around, right? So that's what all these are. Also, we're going to aim to be done by around 9 o'clock on here. So that'll be about 30 minutes of trading. We're going to try and keep these videos around 30 minutes. But if you guys want any,
Order filled.
tips for trading polarity, anything like that, just comment below and we'll try and get to it.
Target filled.
There is another winning trade. So we're up 4 trades, down 2 trades. Net, we are up 2 trades, as I just said, I think. Kind of a short-term memory. Price still correlated with delta, right? We have good absorption down in this area, actually, right around here. So we are going to mark that out. So it could be forming...
Order filled.
Yeah, I don't know if this trade is going to... I was just going to say, could be forming a regression channel, because look, we have an up, or a down, up, down. This is a pretty good absorption area. I would have rather had this in regression, I think, because of all of these absorptions. So we're going to see if we get stopped out on this. But yeah, we'll have to see here. I think regression would have been the higher quality play on this. It moved very fast, though. Moved very fast. So although delta is still correlated with price, this down, up, down motion with all these absorption areas makes me kind of think regression was smart. But we were not fast enough to switch, which is just a matter of the game, right? We cannot predict, and human error is still involved in this strategy. So nothing we can do about that, because we're in the trade already. And again, it's similar to what I was saying about up here. There's so much absorption areas up here that and reverse RSI and all that, that regression could be a smarter play. Kind of similar down here. We have an absorption line here, reverse RSI, triple absorption around here. And we just didn't notice it fast enough. But again, we'll have to see how this trade plays out. So you can also tell that this is absorption here, because if you look here, where's all the volume on this candle? It's in between this absorption and this absorption, which means there's the institutions are accumulating their
Stop
orders.
filled.
Yep. And
Order filled.
that would have been a better regression play, as I said, because of all these absorption lines and this reverse RSI. We did keep it in trend mode because I just think it was probably just a short-term regression. As news came out, right? News came out, usually forms some sort of trend, or at least short-term trend. But doesn't really look like this absorption is doing much anymore. Also,
Target filled.
Yep. So big quick push up.
Order filled. Another
fill there. Very, very volatile morning. I mean, volatile mornings like this, a lot of times you're just going to take a few losses, right? There's nothing you can do about that. You're just going to take a few losses. So looks like this is going to stop out. Moving so fast, I can't even tell. Yeah, I mean, either way this morning, you know, if you were in regression, you would have had a few winning trades. If you were in trend, you would have had a few winning trades. So, but yeah, usually when you're around the reverse RSI line, then you might get one good regression trade, but then it usually bounces above, and then you'd want to switch back to trend, or it keeps going below, right? It keeps going below, and then you keep it in trend. So that's how I kind of think about those reverse RSI lines. Also, if this trade wins, then I think it'll be good enough profit for us. So up 3 trades there. I think we'll call it there, as it's just a very choppy morning. I also don't want the video to be too long. We did just stay in trend all morning, right? Up 3 net trades. So I was trading 5 contracts, right? If you were trading 1 contract, this is still $450, right? Which is a great morning. You can't think about the losing trades, right? Because losing trades are just a part of the game. If you were in regression all morning, then you would have ended down this amount, right? Or down a good amount. But obviously, you're not going to be able to switch it between trend and regression and make money every single time. It's just not going to happen. We're looking at the broad big picture, right? And if we do a quick review here, the range is big here, right? And usually for a regression mode, we like this up down up motion, which is actually kind of funny because, or the down up down with good absorption, which actually happened here. We had 3 absorption lines. I deleted 1, and it's around the reverse RSI. And that would have been a good regression play, right? And potentially here as well. I don't remember where we lost our other 2 or 3 trades. But if it comes up into this area, right, then that would have also been potentially a good regression play. But this range is just so big and so volatile this morning. Trend was our main focus. So hopefully you guys did learn something from this video. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, I've been getting a lot of good feedback, so just comment that below, turn on notifications, and subscribe. So, I mean, it looks like we were in trend mode still. That would have been another winning trade there. Triple stack imbalance here. Boom, profit there. But yeah, we are done for the day. So subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, and we're going to try and be pumping out a few more videos each week. So have a good one. Peace.